After years of scandal, courtroom drama, and rumors that seem never-ending, Johnny Depp is making a comeback that Hollywood didn't see coming. The man who once dominated the box office and captured hearts as Captain Jack Sparrow is now stepping back into the spotlight in ways that are both surprising and captivating. But what does this return really look like, and how has he managed to reclaim attention after years of public scrutiny? The story is far more fascinating than you might expect. For anyone who has followed Johnny Depp's career, the ups and downs have been nothing short of cinematic. Once Hollywood's golden boy, he faced intense public scrutiny during a high-profile legal battle that dominated headlines for months. Through it all, Depp remained enigmatic, keeping his private life closely guarded while fans, media, and critics speculated endlessly. But after the dust settled, he seems determined to reclaim his space, not just as an actor, but as a figure who can surprise, intrigue, and still command attention on a global stage. One of the most talked about moves in Depp's comeback is his role in the upcoming movie Ebenezer, A Christmas Carol, directed by T. West. This isn't just a simple holiday remake. It's a chance for Depp to showcase his acting range and remind audiences why he became such a beloved figure in the first place. Reports suggest that his performance is nuanced, darkly compelling, and strikingly different from what fans might expect from a typical Depp role. For someone who's spent years under the harsh glare of public attention, this project seems like a deliberate step to prove that he can still surprise audiences, offering depth and complexity in equal measure. Alongside that, Depp is starring in Day Drinker, co-starring Penelope Cruz, which recently released its first look. The images have already sparked excitement online, with fans praising his charisma and natural screen presence. The buzz isn't just about nostalgia. It's about witnessing an artist seemingly reborn, ready to tackle roles that challenge expectations and demonstrate that he isn't just riding on the coattails of past success. These new projects hint at a calculated, carefully curated return to the public eye, one that blends familiar charm with unexpected depth. But this story isn't just about career moves. It's about personal transformation. Depp has been remarkably open about the impact of his trial and public scrutiny on his life and mindset. In interviews, he referred to himself as a crash test dummy for Me Too, reflecting on how the experience left him wary but wiser. These aren't empty words. They hint at a man who has endured immense pressure, criticism, and judgment, yet is still able to reflect on his experiences with a surprising level of candor and even humor. It's rare to see someone navigate such intense public trials and emerge with a perspective that blends self-awareness, resilience, and a touch of irony. Depp's reflections extend into his personal life as well. He has spoken fondly about his time with former partner Vanessa Paradis and the years they spent raising their two children. By describing that period as bliss, he reminds audiences that beyond the scandals and courtrooms, there were moments of genuine happiness and love. It's an important reminder that even public figures who seem constantly in the spotlight experience life just like anyone else, with highs, lows, and the quiet moments that define who they are. This duality, triumph and vulnerability, adds a layer of humanity to Depp's narrative that fans find both relatable and compelling. His public appearances have also become a talking point. Recently, he attended Paris Fashion Week for the first time in over 30 years, making waves with a style that's both bold and effortlessly refined. The event marked more than just a fashion statement. It symbolized a return to cultural relevance, a reminder that Depp isn't confined to roles on screen, but has a presence that commands attention in multiple arenas. It's a reinvention that feels deliberate, calculated, and undeniably captivating. Not long after, Depp delivered a masterclass talk at the Saudi Film Complex in Riyadh. There, he shared insights into acting, creative process, and the importance of embracing risk. For a man who has faced so much criticism and uncertainty, speaking publicly about craft and creativity underscores a transformation from scandal-prone celebrity to mentor and influencer in the cinematic world. It's a side of Johnny Depp that fans rarely saw before, one that emphasizes thoughtfulness, passion, and a desire to leave a legacy that extends beyond box office numbers. Then came his appearance at Tokyo Comic-Con, an event that captured global attention. Far from just showing up, Depp interacted with fans, shared stories, and even received a unique gift, a custom artwork of him as Captain Jack Sparrow, drawn in the style of the iconic anime One Piece. The moment sparked speculation online. Could this hint at future crossovers or Easter eggs in pop culture projects? Whether or not it does, the gesture reflects Depp's continued influence and relevance. Even years after his original Pirates of the Caribbean fame, he still inspires creativity and fan engagement on an international scale. Despite the positive attention, the story of Johnny Depp's comeback cannot ignore the challenges and controversies that define much of his public life. While we avoid sensational language, it's important to note that his path back to Hollywood was anything but smooth. Rumors, speculation, and indirect mentions of past legal troubles followed him at every turn. Yet, through careful management of his projects, public appearances, and social media interactions, he has managed to gradually reshape the narrative around him. In many ways, this comeback is a masterclass in personal branding, navigating controversy, reintroducing oneself strategically, and winning back public trust without losing authenticity. What makes Depp's story particularly fascinating is the balance he strikes between nostalgia and novelty. Fans aren't just seeing an actor from the past, they're witnessing a figure who evolves while remaining familiar. Captain Jack Sparrow remains iconic, but the new roles, public statements, and creative projects hint at a multidimensional persona that is constantly growing. He's no longer just the star of a franchise. He's an artist, a thinker, a mentor, and a cultural presence whose influence spans decades. This resurgence also raises questions about fame, forgiveness, and resilience. Can someone fully reclaim their place in Hollywood after public controversies? Depp's trajectory suggests the answer is yes, but it's not just about appearances or box office numbers. It's about crafting a narrative that resonates, showcasing vulnerability, passion, and artistry in ways that feel authentic. His careful approach, taking on selective projects, appearing in fashion and cultural events, and engaging with fans, creates a compelling story that feels both human and cinematic. Social media has played a major role in shaping the current narrative. Fans have responded enthusiastically to every new appearance, photo, or project update, often praising Depp for his resilience and charm. Online discussions frequently speculate on what's next for him, ranging from potential film roles to cameo appearances, or even crossovers in popular media like anime and global franchises. This level of engagement speaks to the lasting impact of Depp's persona, as well as the public's hunger for stories of redemption and comeback. At the same time, Depp's story highlights the changing landscape of celebrity culture. Public figures now navigate scrutiny, rumors, and speculation with far more intensity than in previous decades. Yet Depp's comeback demonstrates that it is possible to reclaim one's narrative, redefine public perception, and leverage both nostalgia and novelty to remain relevant. The lesson is that fame isn't static. It's an ongoing dialogue between the celebrity, the media, and the audience, and Johnny Depp is proving that he can participate in that dialogue on his own terms. His future projects, while still under wraps in some cases, are generating significant excitement. Fans speculate about the possibility of more unconventional roles, perhaps even projects that blend traditional storytelling with unexpected creative twists. Each new announcement, each public appearance, adds another layer to a story that is equal parts triumph, strategy, and artistry. What makes this journey compelling is not just the roles themselves, but the way Depp navigates them, carefully, thoughtfully, and with an undeniable magnetism that continues to captivate audiences. Ultimately, Johnny Depp's resurgence is a story about more than just movies or fashion. It's about resilience, creativity, and the power of reinvention. It's a reminder that even after public scrutiny and personal trials, someone can emerge stronger, wiser, and more compelling than before. Whether through new films, public appearances, or unexpected fan moments, Depp is reclaiming his narrative and leaving an indelible mark on popular culture. So after years of headlines, speculation, and rumors, where does Johnny Depp stand today? He's no longer just the actor who played Captain Jack Sparrow. He's a multi-dimensional figure, an artist unafraid to take risks, and a public presence who continues to intrigue, inspire, and surprise. The question now isn't whether he can return, it's what comes next. Because after everything, Johnny Depp is proving that he isn't just back. He's here to redefine what it means to stage a comeback in the modern world. From courtroom battles to international fashion shows, from quiet reflections on love and family to playful fan interactions at Comic-Con, Depp's journey is one of transformation and endurance. It's a story that continues to unfold, reminding us that even in the harsh glare of public scrutiny, reinvention is possible, and sometimes it can be spectacular. And as the world watches, fans are left to wonder, what's next for Johnny Depp? Will he surprise us with a role that challenges every expectation? Will he continue to influence pop culture in ways we can't yet imagine? One thing is clear. Johnny Depp's story is far from over, and the next chapter promises to be just as compelling as everything that came before. Because after all, some stars don't just shine, they evolve, endure, and leave a mark that lasts long after the spotlight fades. And Johnny Depp, against all odds, is doing just that.